It's been a hectic week in South Africa with a B20, Global Citizen Now, and G20 coming together for critical conversations about global equity, shared prosperity, and what we really need to do to build a better world. Which brings me to this week's Book Sunday pick. 2 months ago at the YouTube Works Awards, I bumped into Belle from Paramount Africa, and we found ourselves deep in conversation about our work and the impact we hope for. She then recommended a book I immediately added to my reading list, Moral Ambition by Rutger Bregman, a Dutch historian and author. So for this week, it felt impossible not to draw a line between the ideas in the book and the vision the G20 is trying to drive. Especially as a proud South African, given that our country successfully hosted the G20 this weekend, the first G20 on the African continent, I should say. Bregman argues with clarity and inspiration that we waste far too much of our own talent when we settle for the world as it is, rather than imagining the world as it could be. He challenges us to pursue not just ambition, but, as he calls it, moral ambition, the kind of ambition that lifts others, that unsettles the status quo, that asks us to show up for humanity. So in short, moral ambition is like taking the energy of an entrepreneur and merging it with that of an activist. One powerful reminder that has struck me from the book was that things that were once considered normal, like, for example, slavery, were only normal because people accepted them as such. So today, we look back in disbelief. The same is true for the injustices happening around us. For example, millions of people go to bed hungry while others have more than enough. These aren't normal. They are choices we continue to tolerate. Bregman also warns us that we can feel all kinds of things about the suffering of others, but that doesn't mean that we'll do anything about it. But when we choose moral ambition, we use our gifts to contribute meaningfully in our own spaces, in our own way. This book is thoughtful, it's urgent, and it puts into perspective that the future hinges on what we do next, to stand on the right side of history, even before it's fashionable. So thank you, Belinda, for this recommendation. And thank you, Rutger Bregman, for a wonderful inspiration in Pages. Happy Book Sunday.